If your gums are bleeding right now or slowly pulling away from your teeth, stop blaming your toothbrush. Because I spent 3 months going down a rabbit hole that completely changed how I think about oral health. And what I found made me genuinely angry that nobody talks about this. Stick with me for the next 5 minutes because this might be the most important thing you hear about your mouth this year. Meet someone like Linda, 52 years old, brushes twice a day, flosses every night, never misses a dental appointment. And yet every single month, her gums look a little lower, a little more exposed. Cold water hurts. She stopped ordering iced coffee. She stopped smiling wide in photos because she's embarrassed by how her teeth look now, even though she's done everything right. She went to the dentist twice in 1 year, paid over $800, and both times walked out with the same answer. Brush more gently, use a softer toothbrush. Here's a prescription. Rinse. And it kept getting worse. If that sounds familiar, what I'm about to tell you is going to reframe everything. Your mouth is not a surface to be cleaned. It's an ecosystem. And inside that ecosystem, there are billions of bacteria. Some of them are your allies, actively protecting your gum tissue, producing compounds that keep inflammation in check, maintaining the pH balance that keeps your enamel intact. And some of them are slowly destroying you. The problem isn't the presence of bad bacteria. The problem is the ratio. When the harmful strains start to dominate, your gum tissue begins to break down. Not because you forgot to floss, but because the internal environment of your mouth has tilted out of balance. And here's what I found that genuinely surprised me. There are people who are approaching this from a completely different angle, not attacking the mouth with more chemicals, but actually working to restore that bacterial balance from within. Some of them are using specific oral probiotic formulas. One that keeps coming up in the research I went through is called Prodentim. And while I'm not telling you it's a magic fix, what caught my attention is that it addresses the microbiome directly, which is the conversation most dental products completely ignore. I'll leave a link in the comments if you want to look at it. But first, let me show you why this matters so much. Here's what's actually destroying your oral microbiome, and most people have no idea. Number 1, your mouthwash. The alcohol-based rinses that fill every pharmacy shelf don't distinguish between harmful bacteria and beneficial bacteria. They kill everything. Every single day, millions of people are sterilizing their own protective ecosystem and wondering why their mouth keeps getting worse. Number 2, processed foods and refined sugar don't just feed the bad bacteria. They alter the pH of your saliva in a way that makes it nearly impossible for the good strains to survive. Number 3, chronic stress, and I mean the kind most adults live with constantly, changes the chemical composition of your saliva and suppresses the immune response in your gum tissue directly. Number 4, a surprising number of common medications, including blood pressure drugs, antihistamines, and antidepressants, reduce saliva flow. And saliva is your mouth's natural defense system. Without enough of it, the bad bacteria colonize faster than your body can keep up. So you've been brushing harder, rinsing with stronger products, and spending more money at the dentist, while systematically dismantling the only system your body has to actually protect itself. That's not your fault. Nobody told you. The entire dental industry is built around treating symptoms, scraping, drilling, filling, rinsing, not around rebuilding the environment that would prevent those symptoms in the first place. Now, I want to be honest with you, because that's the only reason anyone should keep watching a channel like this. I don't know your specific situation. I don't know how far along your gum recession is, what medications you're on, or what your diet looks like. What I do know is that if you've tried the conventional approach and it's not working, if you're still seeing that slow retreat every time you look in the mirror, then the answer is probably not more of the same. It might be worth looking upstream, at the actual environment, at the bacteria that are supposed to be protecting you, but aren't. The link for Prodentim is in the comments. I looked into the ingredient list, I read through what research exists on the specific probiotic strains they use, and I think it's worth your time to evaluate it yourself. Not as a replacement for dental care, but as something that addresses a layer of the problem that a toothbrush simply cannot reach. Your gums didn't get here overnight, but understanding the real reason they're struggling is the first step toward actually doing something about it. Share this with someone who needs to hear it, because chances are you know a Linda, and I'll see you in the next one.